Hello class. We continue our first unit of study, which is the 5 themes of geography. We began by asking ourselves, what exactly is geography? Geography is defined as the study of the earth and its people. It encompasses where they live and how they interact with the environment. When we're working with the 5 themes of geography is divided into 2 basic questions, and they are, where are things located and why are they there? There are 5 basic themes of geography. The first theme is location, the second movement, the third theme is region, the fourth is place, and the last one is human-environment interaction. Location. Location tells you where it is. If you're trying to find the location, you should ask yourself the question, where is it? There are 2 ways to talk about location: absolute location and relative location. Absolute location describes a place's exact position on Earth, exactly where it's located. Absolute location is defined by using 2 kinds of imaginary lines around the Earth, latitude and longitude. Relative location describes the position of a place in relation to another. Relative location can be described by using landmarks. For example, Durant Road Middle School is across the street from Food Lion. That is a relative location. However, 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue, Washington, D.C. is the exact location of the White House. The second thing, before we go to the second thing, let's talk about latitude and longitude lines. Latitude lines are drawn from east to west, but they measure north to south in terms of degrees. The major line of latitude is the equator. The equator divides the earth in half in terms of the northern and southern hemispheres. The circles divide the globe into units called degrees, and in the middle of the globe and parallel is the equator. The equator is 0 degrees latitude. Longitude lines are drawn north to south and measure east to west. These locations are measured in order to find the location, and the major line of longitude is the prime meridian. The prime meridian divides the hemisphere north to south. Okay, the second theme of location is movement. Movement describes how people are linked together or contact people in other areas. When we're talking about movement, movement includes moving products and also moving ideas. Now, an example of moving products, you can move a product by train, you can load a boat, you can load the airplane, you can put it in your car. You're moving something. However, you can also move in terms of ideas, like using the internet on the computer or your cell phone, or simply word of mouth. Those are types of movement. The third theme of geography is region. Oopsie daisy. Region describes what is similar about a location. So you have a theme of geography called location. When you're looking at region, you need to ask, what do those locations have in common? A region can be big or it can be small. A region can be defined by either physical features, such as the mountainous regions of North Carolina, or you can define it by government, climate, and religion. The fourth theme of geography is place. When we talk about place, we're talking about defining features that distinguish an area. In other words, ask yourself, what does it have in common? Place describes unique human and physical characteristics. Now, if you're talking about human characteristics, you can look at their language or the food that they eat or the type of religion or religious celebrations they have or what their customs are. But if you're looking at physical place, you're looking at things like the bodies of water, the landforms, what type of wildlife is there, like in the Amazon River, for example. In the Amazon, they have a tropical rainforest. That's an example of finding physical place. The last one is human-environment interaction. How do humans interact with our environment? When asking yourself these questions, always ask, what 3 words do we need to remember when we're trying to determine if human-environment interaction is what we're being asked? Depend, adapt, and modify. How do humans depend on the environment? How do they adapt to it? Like, how do they learn to live there? What do they do to make life better for themselves? Like building an irrigation system, building a river, building a canal. Or how do they modify it? Modify simply means to change. Now, if you think you won't be able to remember the 5 themes of geography, have a couple of things to help you out. The first one is remember to ask for Mr. Help. M, movement. R, region. H, human, environment, interaction, which is what the HE stands for. L, location, and P is place. You can also remember the song, the lat lines are the flat lines, the lines of latitude, the lines of flatitude.